people who want to know what is the Keith Andrew Network, the whole point of my talk show is to show you that even with having a learning disability, I can still amount to something. And at the same time, I'm able to turn myself into an example for people out there dealing with any types of learning disabilities and disabilities, and never give up and prove people wrong. Prove to them that labels do not dictate who you are and who you're going to be, so prove to them. Still amount to something.
Hello, my name is Anna Scott, and today I had the pleasure to be interviewed by Keith Andrew on his podcast, and I'm very, very glad. I had a really awesome moment. He's really authentic. The questions were all interesting. And it was, I really had a great time. We had a lot of fun. I didn't feel any pressure. He's a great interviewer.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you heard from the recommendation, I'm here with Anna Scott. Thank you for being here on the Keith Andrew Network. Now,
thank you so much for inviting me, Keith. Sorry.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I have that effect on people. So I'm going to ask you the top 15 questions.
Okay.
Now, these are acting questions, but I'm going to replace acting, remove that, and put singer. So it's the same as that question, only you're taking one word out and replacing it with another.
I see.
So the first question I want to ask you is, what attracted you to begin your career as a singer?
So my parents are opera singers, so I didn't have really any choice. I mean, I was into music since, I don't remember a moment where I was not into music. So for me, it's like, it's very natural. It's not really a question.
I was actually expecting a little more, but,
Sorry.
No, it's fine. A lot of people go on a big tangent. A lot of people just say one or two words, but it's whatever.
No, but I think it's also the thing when you realize the pleasure that you have doing this. It's like it's just a physical sensation. It's like, you just want to do it again and again and again and again. So
No, I completely agree. That's how I feel about my talk show. This is something I found that I want to do for the rest of my life. To the day I died. That's how impassioned I am. But the next question I want to ask you is, what's the biggest change you want to make in your singing career?
Well, I would like to tour now. And I cannot say really anything now today, but there will be some news about this for next summer. But I cannot reveal anything now. This is what I would like to do basically. And my dream is to play in Nashville one day.
No, Nashville, Tennessee, or Nashville in England?
No, Nashville, Tennessee.
Well, that's a surprise. I would actually like to see you at Jones Beach, Madison Square Garden.
It would be amazing too. Yeah, definitely.
It's like the expression, I'd be proud of you. I'd be proud of you if you aim high and miss, but I will be disappointed in you if you aim low and hit.
Yeah. Well said.
No, and I know a lot of people that fits, but you're not one of them. But I just wanted to say that. So the next one I want to ask you is, what are some of the best advice you've gotten from other singers? Has anyone ever gave you any advice?
I had some advices. Yeah. It's more being around that gives you the advice, more than something being said as an advice, But I think I realized that you needed to be very tough, and not at all emotional.
No, I agree.
And I've seen this, it's so true. I heard actresses as well talk about this a lot, like the fact that, and it's true that when you are a bit sensitive, like I am, can be a bit like, ooh, but yeah, we have to be tough.
That's true. Especially, with someone like me, I have my emotions on my sleeve. So,
Yeah, yeah, it really depends how we are, like naturally.
yeah, sometimes you just need to, have the I don't give a shit attitude. I'm gonna do what I like, what I enjoy. You're either going to support me or hey, go make friends with the door.
Exactly, yeah.
What about some of the best career highlights? Are you traveling?
So before I was a country singer, I was into musical. I was a big fan of Fred Astaire. So my big achievement with this period of my life is I've created a musical in solo called Swing Baby Swing, where I managed to write the story, write the text, write the songs, um, work on the backing tracks as well, perform it, and it was really, yeah, it was really a challenge, and I'm really happy that I was able to achieve that.
No, I agree with you. So the next one I want to ask you is before the pandemic, have you ever traveled? Are you a traveling singer, number one? And has the pandemic ever given you a different opportunity to see life in a different way?
So for me, the pandemic has been really a blessing in disguise, if I may say, because I discovered the streaming and I was playing on sessions. So I was able to earn a little bit of money this way. And so I learned a lot of songs because we had to play a lot of, it was very long, the sets. So I created as well a tap dance tutorial that's called a tap dance tutorial at home that I a bit stopped for now because I'm not really into tap dancing at the moment. But yeah, so I created a lot of stuff. I wrote songs as well during the lockdown. So I I know how to organize. I mean, I'm never bored. I'm never bored.
It's always good, to keep busy, especially for what I'm doing, it's good to stay home, do what you're doing. But if you're the type of person, if I want to go out and do different things, it's like you're under house arrest.
Yeah, 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 definitely. I know some friends were really, really bad because they love to socialize, which is not really my case. So yeah, for me, it was not really a problem.
No, I agree. Now, the next one I want to ask you is what is your claim to fame?
What is my what? Sorry,
Oh, what's your claim to fame?
my claim to fame. What do you mean?
For an example, if you had to claim one thing that people will remember you for, what is your claim? Is it do you claim your I'm probably busting the word, but do you think it's your singing people will remember? I can't speak. Holy shit! Do you think it's your singing that people will remember you for? Do you think it's your personality and how you treat people? So, what is your claim to fame?
I think it's my versatility in the sense that I was dancing before, tap dancing. But because I've always, of course, I have a musical background and I play the guitar and sing. And there's a lot of stuff in my head that I want to do. And I have a lot of talents as well, which can be a curse because it's very difficult to choose. And it caused me problem for many years, I must say, because I never, I mean, I wasn't sure which was the right direction to take. So, but I think, it's part of life. It's part of our journey as artists. And, it's the way we learn, the way we grow. Maybe my music, if I hadn't done any dance before, wouldn't be the same. You know, that's life.
Well, similar question, but in a different way. What are you most likely to become famous for?
Well, I have no idea. Seriously, I have no idea. Maybe my songs, hopefully. I would love that my songs talk to people, my music talk to certain people. If it's not the majority, you know, just a part of the people.
Well, let
If you
me ask.
can, sorry?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I forgot what I wanted to say. Go on.
So I was gonna say, when you sing, is there like a certain genre that you like? You do like rock? You mentioned country. Do you do metal? Do you do orchestrated?
So I do country. So I like the acoustic sound. I think it's because I come from the classical music. So I like the sound of the instruments. I don't really like the synths, the electro. It's not really my thing. So I like to have the sound of the guitar, to feel the human, you know what I mean? So I usually start like this, vocals and guitar and rhythmic guitar. And then I put some ideas, or I do a bit of solo guitar, and then I give to lead guitarist to record basically.
I'd
But
say,
I concept all myself, and then I work with people afterwards.
well, the next one I want to ask you is, who do you admire? Well, if you admire me, I appreciate that. But
I
but
do
who
admire you a lot.
I appreciate that. But who do you admire and why? Was there a famous singer that inspired you that you admire?
So yeah, so actually, I think she's very very famous, Dolly Parton, because I discovered her more and more, like not so long ago, and like she's amazing. Like just the fact that at her age she's able to like sing for 2 hours in a show, like when you think about it now, but after like 40 or I don't know 60 years of doing this, like it's just to maintain this, it's like huge for me. It's like just this, it's just amazing. And she's also very very funny and very down to earth, and really admire her personality as well.
Well, I never met her. I have heard the name. One of my country singers, but I want to say country singers. I like Toby Keith. I
Hmm.
like Tim McGraw. Faith Hill's good.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift when she's not bitching and complaining about or writing songs about people. Because most of her songs are about people she knows or broke up with. But
Yeah.
she has talent. I actually met saw her. I was going to say met, but no, haven't met her. I saw Taylor Swift when she was a nobody. It was thinking about 2007, 2008. She was the opening act for Tim McGraw and Faith Hill over at Westbury in Long
Ah,
Island.
okay. Wow.
So it's amazing how far she came.
Mm.
But let me ask you this: with everything that I'm so used to looking directly at you, so I'm not gonna change up the format. So I'm
Yeah.
not gonna stare directly at the camera because I feel
No,
like I'm
it's
at the.
perfect as you're doing. It's perfect.
I appreciate it because I don't want to feel like I'm at freaking eye doctors as I stare at the dot. So, yeah, that's the will about me. So, was everything that you accomplished in your career, and I bet you have done tremendously a lot of great things, and you have some great stories. But what are some of your greatest achievements?
Hmm. Well, I'm still here. No, but because it's not a given, you know. I had some. I failed a lot. I had a lot of opportunities to say I stop everything and I do something else. And I'm still here. I mean, everything is working. My voice is working. I'm still learning. I still have projects. Um, I. I mean, I don't know. This is, I think, the best achievement is to arrive, even with all that happens on the way, the failures, the slap in the face, the everything, you know, that you're still here.
I'm not.
That's that's my best achievement. And all like nothing is broken. I survived the dance, the tap dancing, singing in the streets, and everything is still working.
It's funny. I'm not religious or anything, but I do believe in God, and I do believe in the devil. Yin and yang, because there has to be a balance.
Hmm.
And I was thinking, I don't want to work in retail for the rest of my life. Can you just tell me one thing that I can do? I enjoy this. I want to do this the day I die. This is my plan A.
Yeah.
Plan B is I'm a part-time dog trainer, and I work at a dog park, not really a dog park, a dog facility where I go and supervise dogs and I train them, and I'm really good at that. So plan A, I either will get in the entertainment world, or plan B, I will become a dog trainer.
Hmm.
But it's at the same thing. You ask so much questions, Pat. Oh, can you just hand me some money? Can you tell me the best advice? All I want to know is one thing, that what can I do for the rest of my life? You know what I mean? It's to put your mind at ease, and instead of jumping through hoops,
So what I have in mind just now, as an idea popping up, is that you should start like I don't know if you have already a YouTube channel.
I do.
So you should oriented do kind of a TED podcast kind of stuff with like a specificity. I don't know what would that be. I mean, then it's like a work to think about what would be, make you really different. And I think you could have a lot of success if you invest a lot of like this. You put the interviews on YouTube, and you I don't know, with subjects maybe like that, attractive subjects for people.
Well, that's the thing.
Titles. You know what I mean? Like.
Well, that's the thing. I've been doing this for 10 years at 1,011 episodes. I have interviewed actors, actresses, models, CEOs, professional wrestlers, people with disabilities, people without.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm turning myself into an example. I would say, hey, if I can do it, you can do it too.
Yeah.
But my brother likes beating me over the head of the expression, it's been 10 years. If it hasn't happened yet, it's not going to. But I don't want to hear shit like that because when I hear stuff like that, it gives me more motivation saying, I will prove you wrong to the day I die, because I will work every day. I will work twice as hard to prove, you know what, he actually did accomplish something. And he really did. And you know what? He did prove me wrong. So why do people want to? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think, first 10 years, it's nothing.
Yeah,
Like, it's an amount of work that is tremendous to build a brand. You know what I mean? It's like a reflection. You need to know yourself as well very well, because otherwise you cannot find your brand. You know what I mean? That there's a lot of questions. It's complicated. It's not like
yeah,
something that you learn on the course and then you ready to, it's like needs to mature. So I think, yeah, I mean, sometimes it can take more, like 20 years,
that's true.
Especially you are not a ballet dancer. You don't really care if it's in 10 years. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, I would rather have it take a long time and do it right than be an overnight sensation.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because as fast as you go up, it's as fast as you're gonna come back down.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just take Anthony Hopkins as an example. I mean, the first role is like 50 years old or something like this, like when he started really to be noticed.
That's
So,
true. And a lot of people say, why price, why time? It's a little of everything. But the question I want to ask you is, what is your biggest failure, and what did you learn from it?
I'm not sure I want to say it. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you a secret. So my biggest failure, I mean, I can't sleep at night. So it's not like, so I don't have my driving license.
I don't either.
Yeah, but me, I tried 3 times. And there was how do you say, like a circumstance, like things happening that I was in a kind of failure kind of way to go with this practice of driving. And so, so I never tried again. And I don't think I will. I mean, unless I have a very, very good reason.
Here's a funny story for you. My dad passed on the second try, and he didn't fail the first time. He didn't do anything wrong. The reason the guy failed him is because my dad told him to shut up. And it's like, because you're distracted me. So the guy failed him. He passed the course. He passed the test. But just the fact he told the instructor to shut up, you're distracted.
Yeah.
You're distracting me. He said, "Oh, we have to do it over."
Nice.
But the other one, but you have to feel comfortable driving. People say to me, "Okay, what's this stupid expression of Star Wars? Do or do not. There is no try." But it's kind of like, why can't I try it? What's the harm of trying something? You try it, you don't like it. It's either do or do not. It's like, fine, I will try to drive a car. There you go. Yeah, well, you told me do or do not. So it's kind of one of those things. Yes, it sounds funny and it's iconic, but you try it. Look, let me ask you this. When someone offers you candy, you say, "Can I try it?" Or when you see food, "Oh, hey, can I try some?" You don't walk up to someone and they're about to eat the burger or whatever, chips and fish, what they call it. I think that's what they call it in England. It's like,
yeah. Fish and chips.
Do or do not. Yeah, it's like, eat it or not eat it. That's okay. I butchered that, but it's. You tell people either do or do not, but at the same time, it's like, "Hey, can I try this? Can I try?" You sound hypocritical. It's like, well, which one is it? You're saying do or do not, but then you're saying, "I want to try this. I want to try that." So I don't know. It's stupidity or madness. But the other question I want to ask you is, what is difficult about being a singer for you?
But it's more the business that is difficult than the singing part. It's more the business part that today, I mean, in 2023, it's like what the most important. So this is mainly the main difficulty.
You can always get like auto-tune about, what's an expert? There's a video. If I find it, I try to send it to you, but I will see if I can find it. There's an American Audition or American Got Talent or British Got Talent where these guys are like, "You're not a good," as a woman says to him, "You're not a good singer." It's like, "Yeah, well, sing to you, but at least I don't use auto-tune." But that's the thing. You can use auto-tune and then you can tweak it, and you don't have to sing because it does it for you. Doesn't mean you have talent because you're having a device do the work for you. But there's so many singers out there that have the heart and the passion to do what they do. But there's other people too that likes to, who would prefer to take a shortcut because they don't want to do the work. And then people say that about me. I never took a shortcut anywhere. I've been doing this for 10 years. I taught myself. I educated myself. Someone who is on the spectrum of being retarded because I read and learn at a 5th grade level. But look at what I'm accomplished for myself. And not just for myself, I can inspire other people out there. If you have a heart and passion, do what you love.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. True. You're totally true. Yeah.
No, I
I
do
think
have.
it's the most important is to be happy. I mean, I think if we can manage to be happy most of the time, it's cool.
Well, let me ask you
So
this: Are you happy?
sometimes it's better to earn a little bit less money and to be happier than to aim for a lot of money and do a job that you hate. It's like, but the thing is to really know ourselves very good.
Well, let me
And this
ask you.
is, yeah.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
No, but it's true. I mean, to know oneself, it's difficult.
Well,
Because sometimes we think we know and then realize we don't.
well, let me ask you this: Are you happy?
Yes, I am a happy person, yeah. Except when I'm sad. But I mean, generally, I'm happy.
No, I do have a couple questions I'd like to talk to you off the air. But with the last 2 minutes, what
Mhm.
is coming up on the horizon for you? And are you on social media? Are you on Facebook, LinkedIn,
So,
Instagram?
yes, let me give you all the things. So, first, I have a website that is www.annascottartist.com. Everything is on it. I am on Instagram, Anna Scott Artist, Facebook, Anna Scott Singer Performer, and the rest, and YouTube, of course, Anna Scott Music. I have some tutorial videos as well. I give lessons as well, if some people are interested. And so I had just a new song released that's called If I Stay. That is country music that we recorded in December. So this is very acoustic, very like roots kind of style. And we recorded this with me and electric guitar player. I have 2 other songs that I'm in the process of recording as well, so there will be some release very soon. And I'm preparing my solo show. That this I cannot really say for the moment because nothing is confirmed. But this is in preparation for, I would say, from April.
That sounds absolutely amazing. And I do have a couple questions for you off the air, but wrapping up,
Yeah.
our goal for us to do a part 2, I will share this all over social media. It will be big, it will be wonderful, it will be glamorous. So I'm gonna share it everywhere, and I hope you do the same.
Yeah, of course I will.
And once we get 100 views, we can definitely do a part 2. But wrapping up, it was a real honor and privilege having you as a guest. I'll say thank you for your time, and until we meet again.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Keith. See you later. Have a great day.
Hey kid,